guys, welcome back to BigJon TV. On today's What's Cookin' Wednesday, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Last year, in preparation for Thanksgiving, we did turkey recipes, Brussels sprout recipes, roll recipes, sweet potatoes. I think that's it. There may have been a couple others. I'll link them up above. But this year, I realized we never did cranberry sauce or green bean casserole. Two staples at Thanksgiving, right? But both of them, we're going to give them a little twist, make them a bit different, and make them delicious. Interesting fact, green bean casserole has not been around forever. It was invented in 1955 by a woman named Dorcas Riley. She was the manager of Campbell's Kitchens, and it became a staple. This is like something that everybody looks up at Thanksgiving time. But she just passed away this past October, 92 years old. Thank you, Dorcas Riley, for this recipe. Amazing. I love it. The kids not so much. John occasionally, but he'll like this one because it'll be kicked up a notch. So come along and I'll show you how to put it together. Alright, we're going to start with a very traditional green bean casserole recipe. 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, half a cup of milk, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon black pepper, and we'll stir this up. So this is the traditional base of a green bean casserole. Super simple, really tasty, but I want to take it up just a notch. So to this we're going to add half a cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 cup of, this is a cheddar jack mix, but it could be sharp cheddar, it could be regular cheddar, your choice here. Toss that around. Here I've got about 6 slices of bacon. It's been cooked and cut up fairly small, and I've reserved a little bit for the top. This goes right in. Stir that around. One cup of French fried onions and 2 cans of green beans. All right, we're going to fold this in gently. We don't want to mess up these green beans too much. And this is it for the base of our green bean casserole. Tons of huge flavor in there. Green bean casserole seems to be one of those things that people either love it or hate it. We didn't really eat it in my house growing up, but I love it. So I serve it to my family now. That looks well mixed. All right, we're going to pour this into our casserole dish. Our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. All right, that looks fabulous. This is going in for 30 minutes, and then we'll top it with the rest of our French fried onions. Right, our green bean casserole's in the oven, and while that's baking, we're going to move to the stove top and put together our cranberry sauce. All right, we've moved over to the stove. We've got a medium-sized saucepan. To that, we're going to add the juice of 1 orange and enough water to make 1 cup. 12 ounces of fresh cranberries. You can also use frozen cranberries. And 1 cup of sugar. We're going to let this come to a boil, and these berries will cook down and start to burst. This is cooking down very nicely. Most of our cranberries have popped. We're going to add to it 1 tablespoon of orange zest and 1 teaspoon of jalapenos. This is our little kick, a little twist. I did not use the seeds, and I grated it on my zester. And let that incorporate in. It'll add just the tiniest bit of heat. It'll go really nicely with those tart berries and citrus. And our final addition is 1 can of Mandarin oranges. Remove most of the juice because I like a thicker cranberry sauce. And we'll let this simmer for about 10 minutes. This looks perfect. I'm going to move this to a separate bowl and allow it to cool. So growing up, literally, this was the only way I thought that cranberries were served. That this was the only thing you could ever eat. I had no idea they could taste like this. Which one would you rather eat? Alright, our green bean casserole has spent 30 minutes in the oven. It smells fantastic. Now we're going to top it with a little bit of something extra, something to give it a little bit of a kick. We've got these crispy jalapenos. These are deep fried jalapeno bits. They have a good kick, but they're not so hot that they're gonna make you cry. I've mixed about a half a cup of those with a half a cup of the French fried onions. And we're gonna go ahead and top that. Confession, those are not keto, but I could sit and eat a whole bag of them. And our final touch is a little bit of that bacon we saved aside. Add that to the top. This is going to go back in our 350-degree oven for just 10 more minutes. Here it is, all finished. Really, really hot though. I'm going to scoop some out. We'll let it cool a minute and then give it a taste.
All right, time to eat. I'm here.
So I did put on the plate a little wedge of that regular canned cranberry sauce.
She asked me about it, and I can honestly say I don't think I've ever in my life taken a bite of the canned cranberry sauce. It's scary.
It's just unappealing looking.
Yeah, like it's totally gross looking. But for comparison's sake,
texturally, it's really off-putting. Flavor-wise,
oh,
it's really one-dimensional.
The texture, that's just...
The texture's like, bad, and it's a little bit grainy. Do you get that?
Yeah, and it's tart. I don't know.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I don't even know what you would do with that.
People smash it into their turkey, but like, why would you want to?
Right, there's no spices and flavors. All right, so this looks good.
So this, you can see the mandarins in it, a nice big cranberry.
It's hot.
There's multiple flavors in there. You get the tart. You get a little bit of the flavor from the jalapeno, not overpowering.
You see it. You see me not doing it.
Right.
It's there's a little bit in there, but it's not at all tart, sour. It's not like,
right.
It doesn't make you pucker. That's good.
I guess it'd be similar to a chutney instead of being a jelly.
Yeah, yeah. And I tell you, the jalapeno that's in there, you get the flavor of the jalapeno, but you don't really get the heat.
Exactly.
That's excellent.
That was my goal.
It's really good. All right.
All right, so now we got our bacon cheddar jalapeno green bean casserole.
So, also something that I didn't really ever eat growing up because I'm not a fan of green beans. I am slowly getting more used to it in my older years, especially when you cover it in bacon and crunchy onions and whatever else.
I think we would have it at my Grandma Chris's house, but not the grandma on the other side, not Grandma Barbara. But I don't think my parents care for it, so it wasn't ever part of our dinners.
You know, I'm waiting to see that heat. It's creeping. It's a little bit.
Yeah, there's more jalapeno heat in this than the other. Those crunchy jalapenos have a kick, but mixed in with the flavor of everything else, they really work. I'm glad I didn't add any extra salt. It wasn't needed in here.
Don't add any salt. If you didn't like green beans and you were trying to get to like them, this is how you do it.
And you can tell people it's healthy because it's a vegetable, right?
These are delicious. Wow.
All right, guys. He's going to finish that up. Hope you enjoyed this video.
I did.
Make sure you click the like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And check out our videos from last year with all the other Thanksgiving foods we made.
We did some good stuff. I think my favorite was well, there's two. No, there's three. Because you make the best rolls.
The rolls
for
are
starters.
good.
The bacon wrapped turkey, amazing. Those twice baked sweet potatoes were heavenly.
Yes. We could almost do an entire menu with everything adding bacon to it.
Yes.
That would be kind of fun.
Yes. But it can't be the only flavor.
True. I like layers of flavor.
I'm out.
All right, guys. Catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.